Alamosa County Case 25 CR 128, People versus Suzanne Morphew. This matter is set today for arraignment. Counsel for the prosecution are present in person. Counsel for Mr. Morphew are present in person, as is Mr. Morphew, and at least two of the victims. We also have several folks, several of the victims are present on the line. Ms. Kelly, are you all prepared?
We are prepared to proceed, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Bell?
Yes, Your Honor, we are.
And is Mr. Morphew prepared to enter a plea today?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Your Honor, as the court knows, there is a one-count indictment. Mr. Morphew has previously and continuously been advised of the charge as well as any possible consequences. Your Honor, at this time, Mr. Morphew does enter a not guilty plea. The parties have at least tentatively compared calendars, touch base with your court clerk, and when the court is ready, I am prepared to move forward and propose some dates.
I presume that you do not wish any further formal arraignment?
Thank you, Your Honor. I don't need any formal arraignment or any additional advisement.
Okay. And from what I understand in speaking to my court clerk, you are asking for a trial date that is outside of Speedy, is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor. The parties have consulted regarding the possibility of setting the matter inside of Speedy. Unfortunately, with the amount of data, the length of the trial, the defense does not think that it's realistic to have the trial set within 180. Mr. Morphew has been advised of his rights under the Speedy Trial Act. He does waive his right to have the trial within 180 days. Your Honor, in addition to that, the people have requested a tolling of Speedy. Mr. Morphew has been advised regarding what tolling is, as well as the length of period of time. The people have asked for, and we have agreed, that with the court's acceptance, we will toll until the end of January of 27.
Okay. And the trial date you all are requesting is, you asked for October 12th, but that's a holiday for which our security staff will not be present, so it would be October 13th.
That is correct. If that works for the people, Your Honor, the parties are looking at October the 13th as a start date. We are requesting the court schedule this for 6 weeks, which puts the conclusion at November the 20th. Your Honor, candidly, we are probably estimating a little bit long, although we do believe that that is accurate. As the court can probably surmise, as we have a better understanding as time goes on of what that trial looks like, I do not anticipate it getting longer. There is a possibility that it may get somewhat shorter, and the parties will advise the court if and when we need that date adjusted. We are anticipating that the adjustment date would come at the end, as opposed to at the beginning of the start date. So if the court is able to accommodate the 13th of October, again through the 20th of November, we do believe that that works for the parties.
It does, Judge. When we were contemplating a tolling past that trial date, what we thought about was the holidays that are coming up at the end of the year, and so that end of January tolling period gives us at least some kind of cushion at the end of that period. And so we would ask that the court accept that. The trial dates that Mr. Beller laid out are fine. We would also, Judge, propose giving the court a draft case management order. We've done a lot of discussion about how much time we need to file motions and to respond. And so what we're proposing, Judge, is to work on a draft together, present it to the court, and then if the court approves of it, we can abide by that case management order. Some of the things that might be involved are the response time, expert disclosure deadlines, things of that nature, if that's okay with the court. We also tentatively cleared with your clerk a motions week. I know the court has some.
And we're not doing that. We're hearing motions long before that.
Okay.
We are not waiting until August to hear the first.
That's fine.
Motions, yeah.
When we were in discussions, it appeared that defense would like to have until the beginning of May to file them. That's fine with us, but we could also manage them as they come in and maybe have a deadline that's earlier than that, or keep that deadline and set a motions hearing maybe in July.
I will tell you, I'm gonna give you my own motions deadlines today.
Perfect.
So,
Thank you, Judge.
if that becomes unreasonable, I'm glad to hear arguments about that, but I'm not giving 4 months to file motions in this case. So, and we're gonna hear them far sooner than August, because inevitably there will be more than one round of motions, and I'm not pushing up against that trial date, and carving out a lot of extra time, when we all know probably that first set of motions is not gonna be the last of it.
Sure.
So.
I think that makes sense, Judge, and with that, would the court prefer us to do that draft once we get dates from the court to that case management order, or would the court prefer to do it?
Well, I'm gonna issue an omnibus order, and then if you all need modifications to that, you certainly can file a motion to modify that omnibus order.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, all right, so first things first, so I will give you that October 13th trial date that can be accommodated. Before I do that, Mr. Morphew, I do believe, Mr. Beller, that they have fully discussed your right to a speedy trial with you, but I do need to make sure you understand that right and understand what you are waiving, so if you'll grab that microphone, please, and bring that closer to you. Mr. Morphew, you have a constitutional right to a speedy trial, which in Colorado means you have a right to a trial within 6 months of entering a not guilty plea, which you have done today. No one, including your attorneys, can make you waive that right if you do not want to. However, there's many reasons why it might be beneficial for you to do so. I know that there's a huge amount of information that your attorneys have been going through and will have to continue to go through to effectively represent you, and that they've advised you that having a trial within 6 months would not allow them to effectively get through all of that information in a way that is beneficial to you. What they're asking is that I set that trial outside of 6 months. And to do that, I have to ask you a few questions. Okay. First, do you understand that you have a right to a trial within 6 months?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about that right that your attorneys have not been able to answer for you?
No.
Your counsel is asking you to set trial outside of that 6 months, specifically in about 10 months. Are you okay with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is anyone forcing you, tricking you, threatening you, or promising you something to get you to make that agreement against your will?
No, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medicines that are affecting your ability to think about this?
No, Your Honor.
And this is a completely voluntary decision on your part.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Morphew. Okay. So initially, I was prepared to order counsel to file motions by March 12th. But I hear counsel originally discussing May for that. So I can call it in the middle and say April the 12th, okay? Let me make sure that's not a weekend date. I think it is. April the 13th. So I'm going to order that any motions be filed by April the 13th at 11:59 p.m.
Judge, does that include a notice pursuant to evidence rule 404B?
Yeah, that will be in my omnibus order that will be probably about 120 days before trial. That will be ordered. But if you have it ready, file it. File what you got. I would rather take care of it sooner rather than later. And then I will give until May 29th at 11:59 p.m. to file any responses. Any replies be due by 11:59 p.m. on June 19th, 1/9. And then the weeks I can give you a week for motions, July 6th through 10.
June
You are
19th is a
correct.
holiday,
Yes, I'll give you until that following Monday. To file any response.
so June 22nd
Yes,
for revise. Thank you.
yes. Thank you for the reminder. All right, so,
Judge, the people can accept the week of July 6th for motions hearing?
all right.
As can the defense.
Oh, all right, that made it a lot easier. I was looking for other ones. All right. So I will set this for a hearing on motions July 6th through 10th. I will say if any 12B motions are being filed, those need to be filed within 21 days of today's date. Responses due within 14 days, reply due in 7 days. All other motions to file follow that initial deadlines I gave you.
Thank you, and at the risk of interrupting, will you repeat that, please? The 12B
The
motions?
12B motions?
Yes, the
So
deadlines.
21 days from today, 11:59 PM, for any 12B motions. 14 days for any responses. 7 days for any replies.
Thank you.
And at that motions hearing, if any 12B motions have been filed, those will be heard first. And then you all can arrange for how you'd like to hear motions following that.
Thank you.
Right. Mr. Beller, so far any questions?
Not so far.
Is there a reason to set this perhaps for a status conference between now and July 6th, probably?
I think there is, Your Honor, that people in the defense discussed possibly doing a monthly status. I think may be appropriate, and so if the court would maybe give us a status, I don't know that we need one in February, but one perhaps in March. Should the court allow, I think it's appropriate for WebEx. I will tell you, we don't have a specific agenda. It just seems to make sense that we have something in place.
That is all fine with me. Are you all right with that?
I don't mind that, Judge. I would say that if there's anything substantive that's going to be discussed, we'll file a motion to convert that into an in-person hearing, but I think that plan makes sense going forward.
Okay, that's fine. All right, before we set that, Mr. Beller, is there anything else you'd like to accomplish today?
No, Your Honor, although it does dawn on me, I think we all assume this is a jury trial. I realize I didn't actually say the word jury, and so to the extent I didn't, it is our intention that that be a jury. Certainly how many alternates is something that can be discussed down the road.
Yes. Ms. Kelly, anything else the state would like to accomplish today?
Judge, we have nothing further. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna set this on March the 9th. I'll continue to set it at 1:30 PM. It is fine with me if that is just a status review. Everyone may appear using my WebEx. And if you don't already have that, the clerk can provide that.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, and I will get that omnibus order out to you in the next day or so. If you have any questions or any modifications, I'm perfectly happy to discuss modifications without you all having to file a formal motion. You can do that via email, that's fine with me. I need to release the paper for the motion, okay? All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr.
No idea what to tell that if I was getting some news.